If you're here, that means you've already experienced the epic journey from our previous episodes. If not, what are you waiting for? Go back and catch up because this next chapter is going to blow your mind. And guess what, guys? There's going to be a giveaway on the channel very soon. Yes, you heard right. I'll be giving away any perm fruit of your choice. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel and don't miss out on this amazing opportunity. So without further ado, let's dive right in. First off, huge shout out to this guy. Really appreciate it, brother. And if you want a shout out in the next video, all you gotta do is like the video and drop a comment to give him the spotlight. Now, if you've been following the journey from the previous episodes, you know we're currently on Desert Island. I won't bore you with more of the same grinding, though, no worries. So with that done, we completed Desert Island, and now the next destination on our compass is none other than Snow Island. So after reaching Snow Island, we went ahead and grinded through the Snow Bandits, Snowmen, and Yeti repeatedly to level up. I'm sure you know the drill by now. But honestly, I'm going to skip all that because, let's be real, it's boring as hell. We've all seen it before, so let's just move on to the fun stuff. So yeah, while I was just messing around, I stumbled upon this cave here, and that's when I first met the color specialist, and right after that, I came across the duplicate Rayleigh, or as he's better known, the Ability Master. Pretty wild, right? And I almost forgot to mention, I got the ice fruit off camera while I was goofing around, and, well, I ate it. I asked some random people, and they said it's pretty good for grinding. But hey, let me know in the comments, do you think it's better than dark? And I almost forgot to mention, I got the ice fruit off camera while I was goofing around, and, well, I ate it. I asked some random people, and they said it's pretty good for grinding. But hey, let me know in the comments, do you think it's better than dark? Then we went ahead and purchased the Air Jump Aura and Flash Step from the Ability Teacher. At first, I was a little nervous about putting my money into those, so I kept reading through them repeatedly to see if they were actually worth it. And not gonna lie, after thinking it over, I definitely see some potential, so in the end, I went ahead and bought them. And to tell you the truth, they did not disappoint me. Here's how you can incorporate that. So by pressing J, we can activate Armament Hockey. Pretty cool, right? Definitely adds a whole new layer to the combat. So I wasn't really sure how to use Flash Step, so I just purchased it and left it for now. Then I checked out the Aura Specialist, but everything was locked behind Robux, so I just left it at that. Then I went up against the Yeti. I died a few times, not gonna lie, but in the end, he was no match for me. Took a bit of effort, but I got the job done. After completing all my missions on Frozen Island, we followed our compass and made our way to Marine Fortress. Then I searched all the pillars here looking for a secret passage, and to tell you the truth, I found out from one of the pillars that you actually get an accessory. Yep, you heard right, it's a cape-type accessory, just like Superman's cape. And honestly, it's pretty good for beginners. And yeah, I fell many times trying to get to the top, but with a little patience, I finally made it. Then we met Parlous here, and he said some shady stuff about scamming some kid. He then offers us the cape for 50k. Not gonna lie, I was having second thoughts about buying it because it was so expensive, but in the end, I went ahead and bought it. Well, I may not look anything like Superman, but I definitely look more like Garbage Man here. After that, I kept grinding and eventually faced the island's boss, the Vice Admiral. Well, it's no surprise that he defeated me a few times, and I'm not going to hide it. But in the end, he fell by my hands. I don't know why, but I love the sound of me leveling up. Let me know in the comments if you like it too. Well then, I kept grinding on this island until my compass pointed me to my next mission location. But while doing my mission, look who I ran into, Mr. Whitebeard, aka Graybeard. I tried to fight him, but he was just too much for me. Then, while I was minding my own business, Graybeard was mysteriously defeated. I'm guessing it was either a hacker or some insanely strong player. I have no idea. Then we set off for our next destination, Sky Island. It was a breathtaking island floating among the clouds. But my only request to the developer is to add a lift here. It's way too high up in the sky. It took me quite a while to even find the actual island. Then we set our home point here and took missions from the NPCs to level up. What I learned here is that after taking a mission, you should jump down, complete it, and then teleport back to your home point to grab the next one. It saves a lot of time. Well, I finally saved up enough money for the new fighting style teacher I found earlier. So I went ahead and got us the electric fighting style, which is sold to us by the mad scientist for 500k money. It's definitely expensive, not gonna lie, but hey, it is what it is. After that, we kept grinding and moved on to our next NPC enemies, the Dark Masters. And yeah, I grinded the Dark Masters until I was ready for the next island. Grinding so much, I almost became a Dark Master myself. But hey, no complaints, I'm just getting shockingly stronger. Look at that mastery. Sheesh, boy, I love it when that happens. After that, the next island was Prison Island. And while I was taking missions, I ended up dying to this guy. I have no idea what kind of power he was using. He made quick work of me, that's for sure. To tell you the truth, the missions with these guys were the toughest yet. I declare them the hardest enemies I've faced so far. And yeah, we also took on the prisoner and dangerous prisoner missions here. This was the first island with 2 mission givers. One thing I gotta mention is that I didn't get a chance to fight Don Swan for a long time. He just wouldn't spawn. And when he finally did, some other players defeated him in a flash. So, out of all the other bosses I've defeated, I fought Don Swan the least. So yeah, the next island we went to was Coliseum Island. So then we grinded here with the Toga Warriors and Gladiators. These are the only NPCs on the island. Another cool thing is that you can do friendly PvP inside the Coliseum Arena. That's pretty much all there is to this island. After grinding, we moved on to the next island, which was Magma Village. And to be honest, this is one of my most hated islands. Why, you ask? The visibility, guys. This island is a nightmare at night. It gave my eyes a heart attack. Yeah, so anyway, here I grinded against the soldiers, spy, and marine admiral until I got my level high enough to take me to the next island.
And yeah, during the morning, I didn't hate this island as much. It was actually pretty decent. And the boss here was the Magma Admiral. He gave me some trouble at first, but in the end, we defeated him and moved on to the next island. Yup. The next island was Fishman Island, which is located inside this massive whirlpool. Pretty cool, right? Then I went inside, and voila! We were in the underwater city. Then, as usual, I took missions and started grinding. Here, the enemies were Fishman Warriors, Fishman Commandos, and the Fishman Lord. So yeah, I grinded here until I was ready for my next island. In between, as you can see, I got myself the magma fruit. It was in stock, so I purchased it. Pretty cool, right? So yeah, the next island was Sky Island. Yes, you heard that right. I know we already completed it, but there's actually more to this Sky Island. As you can see, there's another cloud here. This is where our next mission is located. And yeah, I had some trouble reaching it, because you know, I'm a pro. So then, I completed my missions here. And then, we were ready for the next mission. Yup, as usual, it took me a while to figure out where to go. Luckily, a friend helped me by giving me directions. If not for him, I'd be stuck here for a while. I mean, who would have guessed this was the entrance? They really made it hard to find. Well, then I grinded here with these weirdly named NPCs. Then I invented my own Ringa Ringa Roses train method to defeat NPCs using the magma fruit. Pretty cool, right? So yeah, I defeated Whisper, and then we moved on to the next NPC. And the next NPCs were the Royal Squad and Royal Soldier. The final boss of this island was the Thunder God, aka Mr. Enorosan. Well, he was definitely tough, but I outmatched him, as you can see here. Then we moved to the next island, Fountain Island. If you remember from episode 1, this is the same island. Look how far I've come. Back then, I couldn't take missions here, but now I can. Here, the NPCs I have to grind are the Galley Pirate and Galley Captain, and the boss here is the Cyborg, aka Frankie. So I grinded here until I got this message. Congratulations on reaching level 700. Ready to go to the next world? Talk to the detective in the prison. I was so confused after getting this message. Many questions popped up, like, what's the next world? And what's next? So I decided to wait until my friend also reached level 700, and we'd check it out together. So when my friend reached the required level, then we went to the detective in the prison. He said, Don Swan has escaped. We need help before he takes over the world. My latest intel tells me that he is hiding out with the Ice Admiral in the frozen village. Take this key and take him down. Sheesh, boy, we've got an emergency here. Let's go to the frozen village. Upon reaching the frozen village, I looked for the Admiral but couldn't find him. However, my friend told me he knows where he is and told me to follow him. Then, he took me to the ability teacher's cave. To the left, there was the big door we couldn't open when we first arrived here. That's when all the pieces came together. We walked up to it, and the door opened. Inside the door was the Ice Admiral. And together, we beat the crap out of him. Upon defeat, he said, "Well, I lost. It happens to the best of us. I'm assuming you were sent here because of my encounter with Swan, right?" And blah blah blah, you can read it here. Then, at the end it said, "Talk to the detective again." So, we went back to the detective. The detective said, "Oh, interesting. He thinks Swan is in the second sea. I have a captain who can take you to the second sea. He'll meet me at Middletown." So then, we went to Middletown in search of this mysterious captain. After searching for a while, I finally found our experienced captain. He said, "I can take you to the second sea. Would you like to go?" "Of course we want to go. Let's go. Second sea, here I come." Woohoo! We're finally at a new location, the second sea. What does it have in store for us? Then I checked out the NPCs here. Here, we have the blacksmith, from whom we can upgrade our sword or gun. And here, we have the blocks fruit dealer, and the home point NPC. And we have a whole new world to explore. So yeah, guys, I think it's enough for this episode. What do you think? If you liked the video, make sure to leave some comments, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel to get notifications for the next episode, which will be coming very soon. And yeah, we're close to reaching 10K subscribers, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. Keep showing the love, and I'll see you guys next time.